safe space.
Hey, man. You know what's not a safe space? House of Dead Overkill, to be completely honest with you. I feel like we've been playing this...
That's the best game.
I know. I feel like we've been playing this game for like 100 years, and it's only been like 3 sit-downs.
Well, we're definitely gonna finish it today.
Right, A is back. Let's see. Normal gun.
Boy, prequel to that matter.
Let's do it. Buy that other gun for no reason. Sure.
It's a house of the dead.
Should one of us just have the SMG just for fun of it?
This game's so easy.
Oop. It's the house of the dead. Alright. Nick, have you seen this game yet? I forget.
Yeah, so the first,
Nick's here, by the way. No Parker, no Ben, no, Cliffy B from Gears of War.
That's a random guy reference. Cliffy B also sucks.
No,
Excuse me, sir.
I'm just trying to think of random people. No Wayne Gretzky. No,
No Tom Brady.
John Carmack. No Tom Brady.
Do you think Tom Brady plays video?
no.
First impressions count for us.
Yeah, video games only for ultra.
I know for a fact he has an Xbox One because he put a video up of when the
He
new
gave it to him for free.
when the new Madden came out. He like did this video of him taking his copy of Madden that he was on the cover for out of the Xbox One and being like
I'm Agent G.
shaking his head and then putting it away because it was like I forget who Antonio Brown was on the next one.
You see, I'm not the
Yep.
only individual whose
Rip and
reputation
cheese.
precedes them.
Oh yeah.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to piss.
Me too.
My dick's on fire. I've been
Mine
on the
too.
road for at least 3/4 of an hour with a bladder full of steaming hot piss. Slashing left and right with every turn of the road in a way that a bladder full of steaming piss tends to.
It's very...
Do excuse me.
This guy, yeah. This guy's a game.
Do you have any idea what happened,
right.
sir?
Ah, shit. There you go, distracting me. Now I got it all down my left leg. I'm gonna look like I pissed myself. Imagine if I had to meet anybody besides yourselves today. They'd be inclined to think I was the sort of man who pisses
So from now on,
himself.
when like
Now that'd be a poor
if I'm like I have to go to the
impression.
bathroom, I'll be like,
Indeed.
what I need to do is empty my bladder
All due respect. What the fuck's
of
happening here?
pee.
Is it the mutants?
Okay. Uh-huh.
Mutants, you say? Can't say I have any idea what you're talking about, detective. I got a call in the middle of the night. I got told there was trouble at my prison. I came down, and here I am. That's the map of the situation right there.
We're looking for someone. For a couple of people. A man and a woman.
Riding a motorcycle?
How
Yeah.
the fuck do you know that?
Well, there's a motorcycle dumped right over there. Looks like you gentlemen have your own affairs to deal with. I'll be heading inside to see what's what. If I see your friends...
Is this guy like the warden?
They're not our fucking friends.
Seems like a good warden
At
for a
least-
prison.
He did say his
If you
prison.
see them,
So like,
don't let them
I think
go.
you do want the warden of the prison to be like
Detective.
freakier than any prisoner could possibly be. So the prisoner's like, whoa, I don't want to talk to that dude.
No, this guy is trustworthy. He's wearing a
You
suit.
coming, motherfucker?
Nice boys.
No criminal has asthma
That's
and
true.
treats it.
That's true. Criminals who have asthma do not treat it.
Right.
That's their thing.
Maybe we should wait for backup.
Or maybe you should grow some balls.
So Nick, ever since you weren't here last time or however many times it's been,
I don't think we said more zombies, but
wait, is there more zombies? You want to do that real quick? I don't know.
gonna have to quit, but that's fine.
We can skip the cutscene. We upgraded our weapons and stuff since last time you were here, and holy hell, has this game been like...
Yeah, it's not even the best guns. It's just the default, like, cheap weapons, and you just upgrade them the whole way, and it just kills everything.
We haven't, like, done anything extra. Like, we haven't played any extra besides just for this LP, and, like, everything's, like, maxed. There we go.
Oh, dang it.
Imagine. But yeah, it's been the one part I like brought the Magnum and tried to use just the Magnum, and I was like, I just want to be able to just blow through this stuff. You know?
I know.
You know.
I get it.
Motherfucker! What happened here?
Ah.
Sir.
There we go. Whatever we did. Games past the year 2000 with unskippable cutscenes, don't do that.
Or maybe you should grow some balls.
I feel like that's one of the biggest, like, gaming, what would you call it, sins or whatever? Unskippable cutscenes is definitely up there. Nick, what's your biggest gaming sin that if there's something in an otherwise good game, you would be like, well... For a lot of people, I'll mention one more since Nick is the life of the party today.
I'm thanking you, Nick.
People, thank you, I am. People really don't like escort missions.
Oh, yeah.
Just not fans. I mean, some have been done really, really poorly, like Silent Hill 4. And some are done okay, like Resident Evil 4.
What? I mean, like, I get it, what they're trying to do, but Silent Hill 4 is just an annoying, just the most tedious game to play because of the escort mission.
Yeah, I said that the Silent Hill 4's is really bad. Resident Evil 4's is probably the best example of a decent one I can think of. No, Silent Hill 4 was an example of a bad one.
I like the Bioshock Infinite count.
No, can she die?
No, she can't get hurt.
Okay, that's my favorite one then.
It doesn't.
I don't care. That's my favorite.
Yeah, it's like
tossing
saying
you
Last of
ammo
Us is an escort mission, even though Ellie can't be seen or heard.
Yeah. I don't think you can count that.
I'm counting it. I don't care.
Anyway, so Nick, what's one for you? Something where you start a game up, you're like, cool. Well, I'm done.
I don't know. I don't really have that much.
See, a lot of the games we play wouldn't have the kind of stuff, but I know people really, really hate loot boxes, and I understand.
I mean, as long as it's not central to the gameplay, I don't really care. I'll get past it because I want to play the game. I'm very not that critical.
Here's one for me personally. I don't know if it's because of the TVs I use or because it's tougher for me, but games that are too dark is like, holy hell. Like, games that I would otherwise give a chance, like maybe Siren, like for PS2, I can't even give a chance because it's just so damn dark.
Too dark, no subtitles.
No subtitles is another big one. For a game made after the year like 2000.
That definitely doesn't happen very often anymore.
What's weird is, you know they have the script somewhere. How hard would it be to put in, just toss it in the game?
Don't make me whoop your ass
What is
again,
going
G-Man.
on? She just keeps talking, even though there's nothing going on. Yeah, no subtitles for me. Like, I can't think of any off the top of my head, but no subtitles, like, does happen once in a while for, like, indie games and stuff, and I'm like, can you seriously have a game? Like, D2, that's a thing I don't like about it, but it also was made in, like, 2000, so... I feel like anything after, like, the PS3 era that doesn't have subtitles is, like, F you. Oh, by the way, this is from a while ago, but remember how I did Silent Hill Origins a couple months ago? Apparently it's a notorious thing for it being, very dark, because I was always like, this part's really dark. And I was watching a couple videos on the Silent Hill series, and they were like, the PS2 port of Silent Hill Origins is very dark for some reason. And I'm like, okay, alright, that makes sense then. But yeah, that's one for me personally. I hate games with no subtitles. I'm glad that like all movies have subtitles. I don't think I would ever watch movies or shows without subtitles.
For me, probably the biggest turnoff is a game being open world. There's some games that I've played that I like Breath of the Wild and some other stuff, but I don't know. In general, open world usually translates to me as lazy game design where they can just put a bunch of fetch quests and like markers on the map, and it's not interesting to me at all. And usually open world also means like a more non-linear story, which can be good sometimes, but other times can be just, I don't know, the story being bad or disjointed because of it.
Yeah, I mean, I can agree with that. I remember pretty long time ago, people were going crazy about Far Cry 3, and I was like, let me try this out. And the first maybe hour or so is very not linear, and the story was really engaging. I was like, this story's awesome. The bad guy was like super evil, and it was just great. And then the gameplay started, and it was like truly open world, and it was like, go here, pick up this thing. Go here, pick up this thing. And I like literally stopped. I instantly stopped playing it.
Ubisoft open world design is just, it's so formulaic and just so placid and uninteresting to me.
But then again, I've always said so many times on this channel that I prefer like more linear games where it's like based on story and stuff. I don't really like open world that much.
I don't really like quick time events.
There we go. Some games do it okay.
There's some games like Resident Evil 6, because of the QTEs that they do where it's like life or death all the time. That is pretty much a good record.
Alex Swingle, by the way, likes RE6, and he will go on and on about it.
I've said it like a million times already, but RE6 Mercenaries.
It doesn't matter. It's a separate thing. There's a game I
don't like the camera.
I want to say it's Dying Light, but I might be wrong. It's a PS4 game where there's no quick time events the whole game until the final boss, where there is a quick time event that's a life or death one. I mean, how can you possibly do that? Like, how can you not set the precedent until frickin' the final boss, you know? And then it's like, oh yeah, well,
What?
you didn't press X at the right time on this final boss, so you have to watch the cutscene and whatever again. But yeah, unskippable cutscenes is probably the absolute number one.
Another thing that can make me drop a game is a bad like dub or just like voice acting in general.
I don't know, I generally don't care about that.
I don't know. That's something I really want.
I'm trying to think of other stuff that just generally annoys me. Yeah, I think it's mostly open world stuff. Like, everyone's always like, Mo Skyrim, Mo Oblivion, and I'm like, oh god, these... It just seems like a task. Like, when games feel like more like a task, where you're like, alright, well, gotta...
I think people just have different priorities when they play games like that. They want a game that lasts like 100 hours long. And it doesn't really matter if like those 100 hours is like 90 hours of basically filler and then 10 hours of actually good stuff. Because they just want like a super duper long game. But like for people like us that don't have like as much time, and just want more like cohesive, like maybe shorter experiences that like offer the same amount of enjoyment, and then we can move on with our lives to something else. It's just, it doesn't work for us.
I mean, I will say, when a game does...
I do play JRPGs or RPGs that are like pretty long. Like, I do that sometimes, but it's just, I don't know. When it's an open world RPG or like Far Cry or something, I'm just like, well, I'm going to be doing this for the next 30 hours. It's boring.
It does suck when a game has you engrossed and then it just ends, but, I mean, that's part of it. Same thing happens for shows and movies and stuff. Wow, we both took 3 damage on that. Like,
yeah,
what are we
those
supposed to do?
guys, like, run at the speed of sound.
So, like, were we supposed to let them just hit us for 1 rather than hit us for 3? Ugh.
I do think that we have, like, things that revive us one time. I kind of remember that being a thing. I think that's
Here's a
that
really
kid-
minor one, but Dying Light reminds me of it. I've only ever seen it happen maybe 3 or 4 times, but a game that has multiplayer, like co-op, right? But you can't access it right away
Boys.
is pretty annoying. Like Dying Light, you have to when you play multiplayer, one of the persons has to play for like an hour to 2 hours to open up co-op.
What's going on
You
here?
can't just start off co-op. You have to like do enough in the story and then get to there and then invite people. That's pretty stupid. So like, what if you sat down and you're like, all right, let's play co-op, and you're like, oh wait, we all have to do this single player stuff first. In fact, I think that happened to us when we played it multiplayer.
You murdering psycho. You're responsible for
Also, here's another one.
for all those dead
I'm about to lay a truth bomb on Nick specifically. I don't know. I was just saying Nick's name so he doesn't fall asleep. I'm not even picking on
I'm
him.
already asleep.
Graphics is a thing for me now. Now that stuff like Last of Us 2 has taken like Last of Us 1 came out in 2013, and clearly they started working on the second one pretty quickly. So Last of Us 2 has taken like 5 to 7 years to make because of my graphics, and it's just like,
Shit!
stop.
You were to do that, right? To get revenge.
Wait, so you're saying that you don't care about graphics and you don't want games to take forever to come out?
Yeah.
because of my graphics. Okay.
Fuck. No, I think he's a goner.
You sick bastard.
Look, what do you want with Varla? She's not part of this. Let her go.
So the main
You're
bad guy is
actually
dead
quite
now.
wrong.
It's cool.
Whoever the fuck you are.
I'm Agent G.
G? What the fuck does that stand for?
I'm afraid that's...
Don't care.
Confidential.
Right? I have someone to introduce you to. Very excited. Will you two please sit
But yeah,
down?
I'm so sick of games taking so damn long to be made.
She's a real stickler for manners. Mother, meet
What's
Isaac
happening?
Washington. He's a homicide detective. Very good at his job. And this is his friend, Agent. I'm sorry. I didn't entirely catch your name.
Clement, where's my medicine, Clement?
What is going
You
on?
don't need your medicine, Mother. Remember what I
Remember
told
weird guys? They're always weird about their moms too.
You fabulous peasant.
Let me give you some
Get it?
context here, boys. I love my mother. I bet you boys love your mothers too, and would do anything to keep them happy and healthy.
Now, if you go back to older games, there's a lot more deal breakers for like a Nintendo game. In fact, I think there's more deal breakers than
And unfortunately,
things to make me
there's
continue a
only
game, you know?
one way to fix that. See, the compound that's been turning my inmates
You know?
and half this county into
No?
Example.
mindless
Not having unlimited continues in a game that's like a side scroller or whatever.
She got small tits.
Like that just sucks.
Don't use the one with small tits, Clement. I forbid it.
Cool.
Calm down,
Uh,
Mother.
You're insane.
games on the NES where jump is B and like attack is A.
What is this?
I'm going to fucking puke.
Oops. Time for your treatment, Mother.
Wait!
I'd rather not.
I can't believe Caesar is finally fucking dead.
Hey, snap out of it. We've got to find Varla.
You two. Hello.
It's me, the guy who just talked to you 2 seconds ago.
One last thing. If you'd be so kind as to look towards the stage.
I bet it's a
please.
boss.
Between them, 21 counts of armed murder, 17 counts of
me.
aggravated assault, 12 counts of sexual assault, 3 bombings, and 1 instance of eating a little boy's puppy. We fired him in Old Sparky about 6 months ago, and since then I've been tinkering with them on my weekends off. See how you find them. Careful, guys. Take those.
Even with 2, this won't take 5 seconds.
Maybe there's just gonna be 1 because he kills the 1. hell. That's literally what happened. I'm so maniacally evil that I kill the person that's on my side. Because I can. Well, that's nice. At least it broke that thing. Oh, I thought I was going to say the head again.
What the?
Okay, man.
Heads up! Quick, shoot him!
Quick, shoot him. About to get BTFO'd, lads. Wowzers.
Literally, like,
2 bullets.
the only reason why you don't kill it instantly is that
It's meant to be.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we would kill it in, like, maybe 5 seconds of shooting if it just, you know, didn't have these stages.
That can't be good.
What the hell?
I guess you have to shoot those until they break. I want to shoot those things in the corner, but I can't. Like, it's funny because
You do chip damage against them.
Oh, well, then let's do that. It goes to show you how little the chip damage would actually take, you know what I mean? Like, normally. Oh, man, come on. Let's kill him with chip damage.
Probably going to.
No.
If we knew about the chip damage,
Yeah, then we would have.
it would took like a minute less.
Nick has left the building, lads.
Come on!
I am 100% asleep.
In your own time.
Oh yeah.
Our feature presentation, Jailhouse Judgment, will resume after these messages.
Goes down very slowly. A 40%, thank you.
It's surprising that it's that high.
Yeah, considering we just constantly shot. 3,200 cash. Yeah.
Alright, so, yeah, we definitely don't have enough time to do the final one. So, gotta do another part of this.
Alright, lads, we'll see you next time, probably to finish this. And then, yeah, Nick will be asleep as always. Nick, take us out.
Bye, Sheets.
Violent guns,
Bye,
adult
Sheets.
siblings, crippled brother.
That's it.
Oh, it looks like we have, like,
Life
maybe
of
2
lights.
more.
Now she's filled with a